Come see us do stand-up in Baltimore, Hartford, Syracuse, Atlantic City, Levittown, New York, Cohoes, New York, Providence, Rhode Island, and San Jose, California. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for the tickets. So Marco Rubio tweeted this out. After a 6-week review, we are officially canceling 83% of the programs at USAID. The 5,200 contracts that are now canceled spent tens of billions of dollars in ways that did not serve, and in some cases even harm, the core national interests of the United States. In consultation with Congress, we intend for the remaining 18% of programs we are keeping, approximately 1,000 of them, to now be administered more effectively under the State Department. Thank you to DOGE and our hardworking staff who worked very long hours to achieve this overdue and historic reform. And here's Elon Musk. Tough but necessary, good working with you. The important part of USAID should always have been with the Department of State. So that's what's happening. I agree, because if it's with the Department of State, at least we have someone to hold accountable. USAID is a blob, a opaque organization. We don't know who's doing it, who's administering it, but we know what they are doing is they are spreading imperialism, and it's unaccounted for, right? And so USAID is just another arm of the CIA. And just like the NED, the National Endowment for Democracy, none of these things are about democracy. We're in bed with dictators and we overthrow democracies. And so this is a positive. How it will turn out, we'll have to see. WikiLeaks revealed this a long time ago, that Hillary Clinton says Israeli intelligence says collapse of Syria will spark a Sunni Shiite war that will benefit Israel. So there it is. That was back in 2018.
And Jimmy, there's so much evidence coming to light because people are talking now. There's a wonderful book by an Air Force commander, Dennis Fritz. He wrote it last year. It's called Deadly Betrayal. He had an inside view of how the Iraq War came about. And he read all the background papers because he was asked to help declassify papers so that Douglas Feith could write his memoirs, for heaven's sake. And he read all the background papers 20 years ago, and he's concluded, hey, this is Bibi's war. The American people were never told about this, but he wrote a book last year explaining it in detail. And so there's a lot of this that's coming to be understood right now. And I'm just pleading that that Donald Trump pull us out of this morass. We should not be fighting Israel's wars, period.
I know you have to go. Before I let you go, everybody's talking about DOGE, and Marco Rubio just tweeted out yesterday that 83% of USAID programs are now ended. And what do you make of that? Now, as a lot of people say that Trump is still an imperialist, and that he's just going to fold those programs into the State Department, and this is a big shell game. What do you make of what's happening with DOGE right now?
Well, on USAID, it's really important to understand. USAID did some and was doing some life-saving things, getting malaria medicines to kids and so forth. But it began more and more doing terrible things, of just being another arm of regime change operations, of meddling in politics in other countries. That's what wrecked USAID, because it has actually a life-saving mission, but then it spoiled it by being an instrument of nefarious U.S. foreign policy in many places. And by nefarious, I mean meddling in the internal politics to the point of instigating deliberately regime change operations. So it really messed up. We should be saving lives, but we should not be overthrowing other governments. Okay,
Jeffrey Sachs, I really appreciate you making time for our show today.
Of course.
Thanks for all the work you do, and hope to see you again soon.
Great, we'll do that. Thank you so much.
Hey, some coffee's weak, some coffee is sad, but 1775 coffee, it's bold, it's strong, it's America's first in every single cup. The dark roast hits harder than a Trump landslide. The medium roast, smooth, no bitterness, just like life was before 2020. And the Vitality Mushroom Blend fuels your brain like a debate night victory. Small farm, small batches, roasted fresh in Miami every week. You'll taste the difference. Only the best makes it into your cup. Whole bean, ground pods, they've got it all. Go to 1775coffee.com. Use code DOOR for 15% off and start your morning with coffee that stands for something. Come see us do stand-up in Baltimore, Hartford, Syracuse, Atlantic City, Levittown, New York, Cohoes, New York, Providence, Rhode Island, and San Jose, California. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for the tickets.